What is up, y'all? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before, you know what to do. Go ahead and like and subscribe, share this video, leave a comment, do whatever you gotta do. If you have not been here before, my name is Sky like the vodka, SKYY. So today I'm going to be doing kind of a get ready with me / Q&A / come to the doctor with me. If you don't know this, I am 37 weeks pregnant. Well, I'll be 37 weeks in about 2 days. So this is kind of an important appointment because things have just kind of gotten real in this pregnancy that I haven't really told anyone about, other than like my mom, my brother, and like my supervisor at work. And I kind of just want to share all this journey, like the good and the bad. Yeah, today I find some stuff out and I want you guys to come with me, and I want you guys to see kind of my reaction to everything. And also, I did some of this makeup on camera, some of it I didn't. If you're into that kind of stuff, definitely keep watching. Okay, so good morning, y'all. I already have on my foundation and concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with this KKW contour stick thing. So today I have a doctor's appointment that is kind of, well, not kind of, it's pretty important. There's been something going on with my pregnancy that I actually haven't been disclosing with you guys, not even my close friends on Instagram. Could you imagine? It's not anything too crazy, but it is something that I've kind of been keeping to myself just because it makes me feel inadequate as a mom. And I want to talk about that today. So if I don't seem like my normal goofy happy-go-lucky self, that's why, because I'm a little bit nervous. So okay, y'all know I'm a pretty small gal. All right, before I got pregnant, I weighed around maybe 106 pounds. And I've teetered between 106 to the most I've ever been is like 130. And that was when I got sent to wilderness behavior camp, which is another story for another day. That being said, sometimes small people tend to have a little bit more complications because, you know, it's not everyone. I know like a lot of people that, you know, are very, very small and have huge babies. However, this past month or so, my baby boy Azai was measuring kind of small. Oh, I don't want to get emotional talking about this. So not anything dangerously small. He has never gone below the 10% percentile, but just like hearing that everything is not perfect, or like something is like not what you thought it was, freaks you the fuck out. That being said, they sent me to a perinatal specialist to get a more accurate scan. It was maybe about a couple weeks to a month ago. I've been having to do that like every week. 3 appointments. Today would be the 4th. At the last scan I was at, he had dropped from like the 27% to like 12-13%, which sent me into a panic. Now, when they first told me about this about a month ago, I started like really increasing my caloric intake by a lot. I'm a pretty good eater, to be honest. Well, I have struggled with like eating disorders like a long time ago. This, I was like, you know, like no, like I'm about to eat everything I can, 3,000 plus calories a day, which is a lot if you're not used to that. And it's kind of also a lot if you're pregnant. And sometimes pregnancy can make people eat more, sometimes it can make people eat less. With me, it's made me kind of picky, so it's just been a little bit more difficult. They told me that my baby was measuring small, so I increased my caloric intake by a whole lot, and it seemed to have helped. And then like all of a sudden it went back down, which, and again, freaked me the fuck out. Again, he hasn't been below the 10% or whatever, but it's still, you know, anything that like makes you a high risk pregnancy or any kind of risk other than low risk, honestly, just like fucking is terrifying. And it, like I said, makes you feel as a mom, I don't know if it's maybe just a pregnancy thing, that's the wrong one. It's emotional because it makes me feel like I'm not doing something right, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not big enough for this and he deserves better. I don't know, like more room. It's hard not to like internalize it. I've been really struggling with that, and I didn't want to say anything to anyone because I get a lot of advice, and which I ask for. Sometimes you just don't want to hear it, but that's kind of what's been going on. So at this appointment, find out like what he's measuring as, how he is, things like that. I had a fetal monitoring appointment on Monday, and everything looked beautiful. They said that my scans looked beautiful, his heartbeat is perfect, his movement is like perfect, and my gut, like I don't feel like anything is like wrong. But just like the fact that they're just saying that he just might be little because I'm little. I never even thought that was a thing. His dad is fucking huge. Like literally my baby daddy is 6'3", 200 fucking something pounds. So I just never really thought that like this could be a thing, but it is, and it's okay. And well, no, it's actually not okay. Like I said, I'm freaking out. So today I have a little checkup to see like how he is on the ultrasound like scan thingy or whatever, and the Dopplers or whatever. But at the fetal monitoring appointment, everything went good. So that's what I'm getting ready for. And me and my baby daddy and, you know, everyone else in my family that knows about this, which is literally like no one knows about this. My mom, his mom, my brother, and my supervisor at work. That's about all the people that really know kind of severity of the situation in a way. I don't even want to call it that because it's not like he's like super and something I need to be super concerned about, but it's just something. So, and I've had a super low risk pregnancy this whole time. To know that like he's smaller because I'm small. That's his stomach is measuring small. It just makes you fucking freak out. This is my first kid. Like I want everything to go perfect. I don't want to cry right now, so we're gonna take a minute to breathe. But I'm having faith in God that everything is going to turn out the way it's supposed to, and that no matter what, he's going to be healthy and happy, because that's what I feel for him in my bones. I feel that he's okay. I don't feel, as a mom, I'm listening to like my maternal intuition or whatever. I don't feel any type of like distress from him. He be chilling, and he kicks the shit out of me literally all day. The most active fucking baby. My mom said that he's like way more active than I was and my brother combined. That's a good thing, right? Like for them to be super active, right? I'm trying not to freak out. That's the appointment today. So I will update y'all like after I get out of there, what they say, things like that. Because the thing about this YouTube channel is that I want it to be real. I want it to be raw. I want it to be everything. I don't want to just only film like the good that happens. I want you guys to see like my actual life that I live every day. Maybe like another mom went through this, and maybe this video, and she's watching this right now, and you just got told that your baby's measuring small and you're freaking out. Sis, we're in the same boat. We're in this together, and I just have this feeling that things are going to be okay. As scary as this is, things always have a way of working themselves out. You will hear me say that on this channel a zillion times, because they do. They really do. They always have a way of working themselves out. So, but it's still fucking scary, and it like makes me want to cry, and I was really upset about it. I'm acting all strong now, but I've been crying about it. I've been praying about it. I've been reading forums, all that. But that is what we are getting ready for right now. So every appointment that I've had with perinatal, I've cried. So I really hope I don't cry all this makeup off. I'm so scared. I gotta ask some questions. Now, I filmed a whole Q&A and get ready with me. It just was ass, to be honest. It isn't what I wanted it to be. I thought it was. I thought like it was cute, and then like I started editing it, and which I'm not the best at in the first place. There's 2 insures in here. The insures are disgusting, by the way. Anyway, I started editing it, and I just editing it for days. Realized this ain't it. It just wasn't it. I didn't trash that footage. I posted some of it to my story. The clips that I felt like depicted my personality kind of well. They made you guys laugh, so it didn't go in vain, but it definitely just wasn't. I don't want to put anything on this channel that I'm not 100% confident about, and that I just wasn't. We're gonna keep it real. My mom was upset. She cried, not in a good way. I think all moms kind of what they want for their kids is like to be married and have a stable life and relationship and like all that kind of stuff. And me and my baby daddy, although I love him to death and I know he loves me and I know he loves our son, relationship has been chaotic to say the least in the past. And so we actually were in a really good place when we decided to get pregnant, and we're in a good place now, but we haven't always been in that place. And that I'm just keeping it real. That's, you know, one thing that she was kind of freaking out about. Are y'all even gonna stay together? Are y'all gonna do da-da-da? But we're still together, sis. He's happy, I'm happy. He is incarcerated. I don't know if I made that clear on my last video. I got the green light to go ahead and talk about it. But yeah, he's in jail, sis. My brother, I told him first. He's like my best friend, always supports me, good and bad. That's my ride or die. Like, I can always trust him to have my motherfucking back. Always come through, always. When it's not always been the easiest too. Shout out to him for that. One of those things where you kind of just don't have a fucking choice. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't really have another option. Life doesn't stop, sis. I gotta like deal with this shit as it happens. I've been through a lot of shit. I have, if you can't tell. I've been through a lot of shit. Not like I feel like there's nothing I can't handle, but like at the same time, there's nothing I can't handle. Especially like me and my baby daddy have been messing with each other for 4 years. It's not the first time he's been locked up. This ain't my first rodeo. I know how to handle it for real. I know how to deal with that. I know what to do. Collecting every call, making visits, writing letters, and making every visit. Y'all the realest bitches over 100. It isn't easy. It's never easy, but this ain't new to us. I have a really good support system. My mom and my brother are pretty great. They've been pretty like cool about everything, despite everything. And his mom too. It's in her first rodeo either, like, you know what I mean? Honestly, this pregnancy has been easy peasy lemon squeezy. It hasn't really got stressy, messy, kind of depressy until this whole fucking weight shit happened. Honestly, like when I found out that my stomach wasn't measuring to what it was supposed to be, that shit was scary, bro. Not having my baby daddy at appointments. His name is Mike. I'm gonna stop calling him my baby daddy and call him by his name. His name is Mike. And not having him at appointments is kind of rough. It just makes me, oh, my baby is stomping on my bladder. And it hurts. Not having him at appointments is kind of, yeah, it makes me emotional. Seeing other people there with their significant others. But it could be worse. He could be doing fed time, and he's not. So, well, as far as I know right now. Someone asked me, how do I afford to get the shit I've gotten? Azai. That's my son's name, by the way. That's how you pronounce it. Azai. A-Z-A-I. I'll get into like why I chose that name and stuff. But how do I afford it? Okay, so that is an interesting question. I would never be so bold to be like, how do you afford da-da-da-da? But I get it. I understand. I do work. I work with kids. While that isn't the highest paying job, it is pretty rewarding. And I suck at keeping jobs. So it's really been cool that I was able to get this job, first of all, because it requires a background check. I had to like, not finesse, but I had to like do all this shit for it because I do have an arrest record. And then on top of that, I go to school. The reason why I mentioned the fact that I go to school is because my dad, he passed away when I was 9 from a terminal illness. Before he passed away, he was in the Navy. The reason why he retired when he did was because of his illness, right? Okay, so you are in the military at all, any branch, they give you education benefits. Because he died so soon, me and my brother are the ones now that get to use those education benefits. So we get paid basically to go to school every month. It's a pretty large amount of money. Like, I'm nothing crazy, but like enough, you know what I mean? So when you're doing that and you're working, I mean, and I also live at home. Not that like I live here for free, because I definitely don't. I definitely pay bills here and pay to live here. I'm sure it is a lot less than what it would be had I just opted for getting my own place again. I've lived alone a couple of times, in an apartment with roommates a couple of times. I feel that this is where I need to be at this exact second in life. When my baby daddy gets out of jail, we'll figure that whole thing out when it happens. But as of right now, this is where I'm at. And I'm really striving to like save and get a house. I'm striving to like save, fix my credit, get my license back, because that shit's definitely fucking suspended. Story for another day. I have a lot of those. It's really what I want to do. Pretty much is this. That's how I afford shit, for real. I've actually been really good about managing my money too. That's another reason. I made lists of everything I needed to get for him. And he does have some nice ass shit. Like, I will probably show you guys in another video. Like a baby items haul. Motherfucking blessed, bitch. I would say a running theme in my life is like moving and starting over. It's like I fuck up a lot. Like, I used to fuck up a lot. I don't fuck up a lot right now because I'm doing good. But I haven't always been this person that you see right now, if that says anything. So with that being said, I've lived like a shit ton of places. A lot of that has to do with my mom being in the military, yes. A lot of it has to do with like me just moving somewhere when things hit the fan, to start over, to reinvent myself. And then I fuck up because you're near a mess follows you. You can't move and then think like you're not gonna be a mess anymore. You know what I mean? Like, no, sis, you still a mess. You gonna get into some mess wherever you move to if you're a mess. And that's kind of how my life has been for a while. Until now. Is that even cute? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that if I do move again, it's not gonna be because I fucked this situation up. You know what I mean? Breastfeeding, for sure. I'm fucking paranoid that like I'm not gonna be able to breastfeed. I don't know. I don't want to speak that into existence because who knows like what's really gonna happen. Definitely unconditional love and support. Not being the type of mom that no matter what happens with me and my baby daddy, I'm not gonna bash him to our son, and I'm not gonna speak negatively on him, on his name, whatever, because I just don't, people don't realize how damaging that is to kids, and I just don't believe in that. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you know, if he asks me, was daddy locked up? I'm gonna say yeah, and I'm gonna say your mama could have been locked up too. All right, I'm running out of time, so I'm probably gonna finish this in the car. One time I got kicked out of a fucking lift at 2 something in the morning in Philadelphia because I wouldn't perform a sexual favor to the driver. And I guess that's not necessarily near death, but it was definitely fucking traumatizing. It kind of made me feel like if I didn't get out the car then and there anyway, that like he was gonna force me into it. I was drunk, the phone was on 2%. It's like literally 30 degrees out. And he was like, I don't feel like taking you over the bridge unless you do something for me. I was like, gotta go, bitch. Bye, nigga. Creep ass nigga. That was pretty scary. To control my mouth, control my temper. I got in trouble at work because I told a kitty we was acting like a little kid, and their parent came and like cussed me the fuck out. She didn't cuss me out, but she just did the most. And I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I had to practice like super self-control because bitch, old Sky would have been like, bitch, first of all, we can fight. We don't even got to do all this. We can fight right now. I don't care. So, new Sky is like, okay, so first thing I need you to do is like lower your voice and talk to me like I'm a human being. First of all, and I handled it with a lot of grace. Even though I still got in trouble for the way I handled it, I kind of went back and forth with her. I still handled it a lot better than how I would have handled it, and that's growth. You know what I mean? Probably absolutely not. I love you and I miss you to death, and I really want to see you. To the person that asked this, I hope you're watching this video. But Philly girl, I don't got no business. I don't got no business to be back in Philly. I really don't. Or Jersey. I was planning on popping the fuck up on my roommate that I used to stay with back then and telling her to give me my fucking laptop back because I'm editing videos on my phone now, but just kind of consider that like one of the things I lost in the fire. You know what I mean? I want to raise a Zion South, so probably no reason to go back up there. For real. And the people up there are fucking savage. I met a lot of really great people, don't get me wrong, but I met a lot of people that were not great and kind of like made me understand just how like up north it's literally just a different breed of humans. If you're watching this and you're from up north, I respect it, but like also y'all are a different breed, bro. I've never met such a kind of people that was like just every man for themselves and just so like willing to stab anybody in the fucking back. Doesn't matter. There's no loyalty. There's no like anything. And the funny thing is like people from up north, I don't want to go off right now, but people from up north act like there's such this unity in being from Philly and being from Jersey, but the way y'all do each other, like, no. And I'm not saying people from the south are perfect because they're definitely fucking not. There's so many flaws in southerners as well, but just from all the places I've lived, you guys are the most cutthroat, savage, like barbaric almost. It's insane. It's insane. No offense though. Like I said, I met some really great people up there too, but for the most part, y'all scare the shit out of me. My son's name, it means strength in Hebrew. Found out his gender on accident from an ultrasound that I paid to do. It was one of those 3D ones I did in Atlanta when I first moved back out here. Yeah, his dad was pissed. We were supposed to find out together, but that's just kind of how it happened. And we went to the mall right afterwards so I could go shopping for him. As soon as I found out the gender, I was like, okay, it's right. I'm getting this. I was like waiting to shop until I knew what the gender was, because, you know, I don't want to buy yellow shit. I want to get what I want to get. That's basically how that happened. His middle name is Boston because my dad's from Boston. And I wanted my dad to be in it somehow. So, yeah, we were really, really close. Okay, I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera because I gotta go. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'll update you guys after the appointment and let you know how it goes. Bye. Okay, y'all, so back at the house. It's probably like 5-something p.m. right now. I just wanted to update you guys on what happened at the appointment. So basically, they're saying that he looks really good. The ultrasound looks really, really good. They're not worried about anything as of right this second. They are talking about, well, at my last appointment, they were talking about inducing me, which is like what really, I don't even know if I mentioned that shit earlier. That was like the key part of it, is that we're talking about inducing me at 37 weeks. I was scared shitless because A, that'll be in 2 days for me. They were saying between 37 and 38, and B, I don't want to do that. I want to wait as long as I possibly can. That way he can just be, you know, as fully cooked as possible, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so now they're saying that from this appointment that they're pushing from 38 to 39. So it was good news. It was good news. He looks good. Everything looks good. Doing more accurate measurements next appointment. They're not really supposed to do them a week apart. But he just wanted to check and make sure everything was straight. And I had fetal monitoring Monday, and that all went well. And then this one went well. So I think like I can push the induction off. I'll be able to push it off for a little bit longer. I hope, because I'm not ready to do it. I'm not ready, bitch. I really want to have him naturally, but because his stomach was measuring small, that increased their risk for stillbirth. So it's not worth like gambling that, you know what I mean? So I don't even like saying that, because it's like I don't even want to speak that into the world. But that's what he said. He said like that's why they even that's why they even want to do induction, is because having issues with growth, like growth restriction, it can put them at risk for stillbirth. And my thing is like, this is how I feel. First of all, it's not anything with like my placenta or my amniotic fluid. Like there's nothing, they've done so many tests to make sure, and there's nothing to like that says it's something like with my body. They think it's just like he's measuring small because I'm literally just a small person. So, and that happens, and that's okay. I don't really think there's anything like wrong. So with that being said, I don't see the point of trying to induce me. I think like we should just let him be and let him come when he want to come, but at the same time I'm not going to go against doctor's orders. I'll be okay regardless. He's not going to be premature or anything. And at the end of the day, at the end of the motherfucking day, he could be here this weekend if he really wanted to. If he really was one of those babies that's like, I'm full term, I'm coming out, he could. At 38 weeks will put me around February 1st-ish. So I'm hoping he like stays until then. But I'm really, really happy about how today went. It was really good news. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment some stuff that you want to see me do on this channel. Comment if you ever been through getting told your baby's measuring small and then all of a sudden like your baby's okay. Comment if you've been induced before, if I have anything to worry about, if I need to be scared, if I need to mentally prepare for that more than I already am. Comment whatever you want, girl. Comment whatever you want. Or if you're a dude watching this, comment something. Just comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias, Skylight the Vodka on Twitter and Lil Sky on Instagram. I'll definitely leave all my socials in the description down below. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.